So to complete this look, everything will be linked in the description box as always, guys. As promised, I'm gonna show you guys my makeup routine, but coffee first. You guys know me. Plus, you want me to be awake while I do my makeup. At least I would think so. Oh, and I'm not wearing makeup. I totally forgot. Now I feel naked. Before I didn't because I forgot I didn't have makeup on. The hubby said if I drank black coffee, I would have made his transition easier because I could just walk away. But I'm like, wait, no, I gotta put my stuff in my coffee. Say hi, everyone! Now that mommy has something to do, I want her to hold me. A mom's struggle. All my moms know this. As soon as you decide to do something, hold me, hug me, right? No? You want me to stop talking? No. Alright, now follow me to my closet. Are you coming up with me? Yeah. Welcome to my closet, where you guys are gonna see me twice this week. So what do you wanna do? Go do what you wanna do. Hi! All set up, ready to start. Getting beautiful. Alright guys, so as promised, my makeup look. Now, if you're looking for a contour, highlight, 10 eyeshadows to create one shade, you're probably not going to find it here. I'm not that kind of person. Yes, I was a makeup artist, but I always found the simple way to do things. And I found out on myself, less is more. I don't really like to put a lot of stuff on my face. I used to break out as a teenager, so I'm still kind of sensitive with my skin. I don't use primer, and I don't like to cake things on. So you won't see me using all these contouring creams and highlighters and red shades. I think they're doing like red foundation, or I don't know what it is. I'm not into the makeup world anymore, but they put that on first and then they put on contouring stuff and then they put on foundation, and it's just too much for my skin. I can't handle it. So this is not that kind of video. I'm a very simple person, and Lila made me even more simple because I had to find a way to get my makeup slapped on in the morning really quickly and still look presentable. So that's what I'm going to show you guys. A very basic, easy, everyday makeup look that I do. I mostly use NYX, mostly because they're cruelty-free. And I've just fallen in love with the quality of their makeup. Even as a makeup artist, I use them and only them. And a little bit of L'Oreal, but like when I had to use it, I wasn't too happy about it. But I do love NYX because even though they did sell to L'Oreal, I forgot when, 2014, they stayed true to the cruelty-free, so for that reason I really like it. I did just buy new brushes. They're also cruelty-free, which means that they are synthetic hair, but they're very, very soft. I do absolutely love them. This is the box for them. Now, here's the reason why I like them. I was looking for a new eyeliner, and a new, well, both of them are supposed to be like eyeliners. One is angled, and one is pointy, and I was gonna have to pay like 12 bucks for each, and the set was $16.99 with really good soft brushes. They gave me more things than I need, but I really don't care because I still saved. There are a couple brushes I would use. I would have preferred this one, which is their biggest brush, to be much bigger in my opinion. I really like them big and fluffy, but that's fine. I'm happy about them. I will show you guys on the camera every time I use something. The only things that are not NYX is BareMinerals, their powder, medium beige, and I switch between this one and L'Oreal True Match. I've been using it since I was a teenager. I can't find anything that's as good as this. This is amazing. It's oil-free. It's light when you put it on. I don't like greasy things. It's water-based, so it goes on wet but dries matte, and it just stays put. And if you want less coverage, you use a little less. But if you want really full coverage, you just keep adding on more, and it works that way. So I like that it can be light coverage and full coverage. And I really, again, have not found anything that good. So that is the only thing that I use from L'Oreal. I've been trying to find a different brand. just something that's a little bit more natural and cruelty-free, but I can't besides this one, which I don't always use it. I do like it. I just feel like sometimes it doesn't do the trick for me, especially during winter. My skin gets really dry and powder. Like, it just doesn't look right. It looks cakey even though it's supposed to be light. All right, so let's get started. Foundation first, no primer, no nothing underneath. Normally I would just use my hands, but I don't really feel like running to the bathroom and washing them, so I'm going to use a brush, which is really nice because it's full coverage. By the way, if you're wondering, this is N3. I'm really white now. The next foundation shade up is a little too dark for my skin, and I don't like to look like I have a really dark face as opposed to the rest of my body, but it's okay. Bronzer, it's a beautiful thing. I hate foundation. I think it's like the worst, tedious part because of all the blending and blending and blending, and then you're tired and you're like, I feel like I've been here forever. So yeah, I hate foundation for that reason. Next, eyebrows. With eyebrows, I do not buy eyebrow kits because they're overpriced. I have hair in my mouth. And the reason for that, I really couldn't even give you a reason for that. But instead, I use a matte eyeshadow. This is a very dark brown, don't know the name because it's a very old one. This is by Motives, but I've had it forever and I really do like the shade, so I'm gonna keep using it till it's all gone. So as long as it's matte, it'll work. And it has to be good quality if you want it to stay on for a very long time. I do brush my eyebrows upward. And then if they're really, really long ones, I kind of just tame them a little bit. This one is shorter. As a kid, I had to get stitches. I fell and had to get stitches, so now that eyebrow's kind of cut short. I feel like eyebrows make such a big difference. They just frame your face nicely. Moving on. This is a NYX cheek contour, but I honestly use it for my eyes. This is really nice and shimmery. You can see that. I love it for the insides of my eyes. Now this one is when I want to play it up a little bit and use eyeshadow color. I don't use anything but browns in my eyes. And it's a very light, just playful color, which I'll use that if I'm like going out. But on a regular day-to-day basis, I wouldn't do it. Because again, I'm trying to get out of the bathroom and downstairs as quick as possible. So just the bright one. And sometimes I skip out on this step too, even though it really brightens my eyes, and I shouldn't because it takes like 2 seconds. But yeah, just on the insides. And then a little bit right underneath. It just makes me look alive and it keeps my eyes looking fresh all day. Alright, so I just repositioned my camera to hopefully show you guys how I do my winged liner. Using NYX, their gel liner. Don't confuse it with another one. I think they have like a different, I don't know what it's called, but it ain't the right one. A matte or a smooth or something. Gel, you want gel. Pointy brush, I find works best. My eyeliner comes out different every day. Whatever my hands feel like they want to do, that's what happens. This one's gonna be harder to show you guys, sorry. I would say today is a okay eyeliner day. It ain't the best. You know how you have really good eyeliner days and then That's kind of how I feel. Let's move the camera back now. There we go. I think that's where I had it before. Now I'm going to do mascara. I'm using Doll Eye. They have other mascaras, but this one's a little bit more expensive, and by a little bit more, it's not really, it's like $8.99, and they have ones that are like $5.99, but it makes a difference because those I find crumble and you'll have little pieces right underneath your eye at the end of the day. I just don't like it. I mean, mascara is mascara. Just run it through your eyelashes. Look at that difference. Mascara. I love it. By the way, this is a drier formula. Some people don't like that. Some people like it very liquidy. I myself hate it because I feel like the drier formula you can build up quicker, and the liquidy one just goes through your lashes really quick, and I feel like you can't really create the volume you want. Just a little heads up. Alright, so I may do things in an odd order. Like most people save the mascara towards the end, but the reason why I don't is because I don't always use concealer, but when I do, it has to be after some time after I've put my foundation on. I naturally have really dark circles thanks to my European background, being Romanian and all. I feel like a lot of us suffer with dark circles. In my family, I probably had it the worst. Some days they look worse than other days. Sometimes just foundation will cover it up just fine. Other days they really are like, what happened? Did someone beat you up? So therefore, that's when I decide if I want concealer or not. I don't really need it right now, I don't think. So for that reason, I'm not gonna use it, but when I use it, I really, really love this one. Creamy ones do not work for me, so this is not creamy, it's going to dry matte. When it's creamy, it creases, I have to constantly fix it. It creates like a glossy look under my eyes, which emphasizes my dark circles even more. So if you have kind of the same thing that I have, you want something like this. If you're older, and your skin is typically drier, then you can do something that's more creamy, but I've never found creamy to work for my eyes. It just makes me look really tired, swollen under the eyes, and kind of like, what is going on under there? So you concealed one problem and you made another problem, which, oof, not very nice. Next thing, this is my favorite bronzer, NYX, and I use their Deep Tan, the darkest one. Bronzer looks amazing on everyone, from fair to really dark African American skin tones. It just looks beautiful. When I did makeup, that was the one thing that I would put on everybody, and everyone would be like, I have this beautiful glow, what is it? Bronzer. I start on the outsides and work in, creating like a 3 on each side. Whatever's left, I'll kind of do all over my face depending on if it matches neck to face. So let's start. Alright, moving on. For fear that I will make a big mess, my daughter did that. Isn't that pleasant? This is not even the shade I really, really like, but she demolished the other shades, so I started using this one. This one is called Summer. Little goes a long way to last you forever if your child doesn't break it. I did buy a new one, it just hasn't arrived yet. So I'm gonna use my angled brush. I don't use a lot and it does tend to fade on me. So even though you'll see it now, you probably won't see it throughout the day, but I don't mind. Just a hint. Just the apples. See, it does a little something. Makes you look like you're always blushing. And voila, this is what I would normally do and nothing else. I skip out on my lips because I don't have lips. They're very small, and if I use gloss, I've noticed gloss makes them look smaller. I have to use something that's matte, and sometimes I'm just not feeling it. It doesn't work with me. You know how like there are people who have really good lips and a face for lipstick? But me, no, I don't. But when I do, and what I like to use, everything is NYX, by the way, yes. There's a couple stuff. They have an intense butter gloss, but again, it is gloss. And because it is gloss, means I can only dab it on to make sure it doesn't get too moisturized, because they just shrink when I put a lot of moisture on them. They're already small. I don't need them shrinking anymore. This is a really long-lasting matte. I like it, but it scares me because it dries so quickly, and if you goof up, you goof up. So I don't use it very often, but I love that shade. That's kind of the shades I like. And then my ultimate favorite lip liner, NYX Suede. Honestly, this is what I use the most. Soft Spoken 04, if that helps. This is what I'll use on my lips, and just this. No color, I'll just fill it in and use this. Just for the purpose of showing you guys what it looks like, I will go ahead and add it, but I do not do this every day. So there you have it. A tip to makeup. The makeup artist in me wants to give you a tip. To find out what colors work best for you, you have to figure out your skin. So like I have found out cooler shades look better on me. So if I do reds, they have to have a blue undertone. If I do pinks, they have to have a bluish undertone. They can't be like orangey pink or, you know, the really pretty color pinks. Also my browns that I use have to be like dirty looking browns, not like orangey undertones or warm colors, and I feel I look best in those kind of shades. Once you figure that out, you'll notice how everything just looks right. Notice if you've ever put a lip color on where you just felt like you looked odd that day, it could be the undertones of that lip color didn't work well with your skin. See, I'm a neutral, which means, by the way, that's the whole warm, neutral, cool. Cool means I have a lot of red in my skin. Neutral means I'm in between red and yellow and warm tones. And warm means you have a lot of warm in your skin. So you gotta figure out what looks good. When you put gold eyeshadow on, does it work? Or when you put a white or beige or something with a cooler tone, does that look better? And once you figure that out, you'll start to play around with colors and know what works for you. Just a little tip, guys. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, give it a thumbs up. It'll motivate me to do more videos like this. I am going to link everything I used in the description box for you guys to purchase if you want. It's not a lot of products because I'm a pretty basic, simple person when it comes to makeup, and I don't like to overcomplicate things. So if you're looking for anything that I'm using, you'll find the link in the description box. If you aren't already subscribed, be sure to do so. Hit that notification button so you know every time I post a video. And until next time, bye guys!